Okay. So today, as I was saying, that lab test I will take. Have you done your lab test? Hello? Any two programs I told no from assemblers or compilers or Lexan. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Dipti? Nobody have posted me your test papers, lab test papers. I told you to post in the new SP folder, which was the yesterday's link. Shall I send once again? Hello, Deepti. There are no papers of the test. Okay, fine. As I was saying, it is a revision class. But when you will give the test papers of any two Onkar,
मैं हूँ और भी दे सकता हूँ कहाँ पे दे रहे
Dipti, what I should send once again? Send it once again. Link you wanted. Okay, in this link, which the link is here, just copy it. Copy the link somewhere in your mail. Otherwise, when I close it down, you may not get the link. Close it down in the sense when the window of this video lecture, if it get closes, so you may not find it down once again. Or if I have lost the connection also, you may not find it. So copy down somewhere in your mail. Okay. Please post me the two programs. I mean, at least the Lex program or the assembler or any compiler. Anything on that you can. Two programs which will be treated as test 1 and test 2. Okay. Actually, today you all said that you will be posting me, but nobody have posted. I mean, forwarded any mail. Fine. I was saying that there is a revision we are doing. So, uh, in assemblers, how does the pass one and pass two happens? It is very important to know. And in pass one, analysis happens, and in pass two, the output of the analysis and the synthesis happens in pass two. Here, the data structure and the mnemonic table acts very important role in converting the object program. So how the assembly program would look like, but this is the code after conversion. This is the object code, or I must say as object file after the pass 1 and pass 2, which you can see of the each and every line of the statement. As I said very long back, in pass 1, what does it happens, as the program is given by the translated address, which we also call it as the address of the translated address, which is generated by the assembler. So the program would start at this memory allocation, or the assembly program will start this program at this location. And in pass 1, what does it happens? In pass 1, as we have the instruction here, move R with the operand, two operands we have. One is the register operand, and the other one is in immediate addressing mode, where the value is having as 5, and this would be treated at the first pass as the, right now at this current line it is treated as the forward reference. For rest of these three, sorry, for rest of the for the instruction and for the register, it generates the code, and for this it keeps as a dash. It finds from the forward reference somewhere here, which it detects that the value is supposed to be at the address, memory address called as 250, 211. Whenever LTORG is there, whenever LTORG is encountered, this is an advanced directive, you may be knowing that. And once again, if you feel like to know, I would once again recall you in the next slide. As we know that there are the advanced assembler directives like origin, EQU, LTORG, and uh, as I said, EQ. So these are nothing but the advanced assembler directives, and they themselves are having the code, instruction code, which is nothing but the operation code. What it is supposed to need to do whenever it is seen in the lines of the source program. Now the source program is not a high level program. This is the program which is of the assembly language program. And this assembly language program is a code generated program, and this is the program generated by the compiler, and this compiler generate, and the output of this output from this compiler which look like this, and the assembler will accept such an assembly language program as the input and generate the object program, this one, and generate the object program. So what would happen during this period? It passes, it synthesizes, it come across analysis, and it come across the synthesizes, and it gives you the object code. In pass 1, it uses the following data structures as the optab and syntab. The optab is having the mnemonic opcodes, and its related information like its length. length of the length of the instruction, length of the instruction and the type of the instruction. These are the related information. And for the symbol table, it will have the symbol name and what is the address at which place it is located in the location. So in pass two, as I said, it synthesizes and gives you the target program. So just look into this, where MOVR is nothing but the instruction of the simple instruction, imperative type of the instruction, and the DS is the data storage instruction, which we also called as, which belong to the class as DL. And start is also a assembler directive symbol. So these are the most related examples. And as addressing immediate addressing mode, using that which I was saying, these are also wherever you find such quoted numbers, those are also called as the literals. And what is the type of the literal which is pushed onto the literal table, and what is its address? So this is how it will be. And how would be the pool table? The pool table will have the number of literals in the program, and whenever it finds the LTORG, it treats that as the second next category. So that's what here it looks. And this I have explained very long back by using the virtual board of the MS Office. I have taken such a particular example how for this, and I have shown you the rough picture also during the time of the assemblers when I was teaching this class. And if you want to recall the same, let us go with the same example. But before that, you need to know what does the LTORG performs, what does the DS does, what does the origin does. Whenever we see origin, what does it happen? So we need to know what I mean from the advanced assembler directives. Whenever you see origin, origin is this is an directive, and it is useful when the target program does not consist of the consecutive memory words. Now if you want to know, see here is the origin which is used here. Okay, this origin again, it is using the same label with the incrementing of the 2. So the label with the incrementation, the location counter with the incrementation of 2, because LTORG was found, sorry, origin was found at the label called as loop, and loop was found to be at 202. This instruction was found to be at the location called as, this is the translated addresses, was found to be at the 202, and plus 2 is there. Plus 2 indicates after the 2. This origin indicates it is for the next instructions, the informations which is given for the location counter, what would be the next location counter. So loop is at 202 plus 2 indicate as 2 incrementing of the location counter. So 203 and 204. So the next instruction would be, what is the next instruction? The next instruction is mul. So this mult would be, this is the instruction, it is detected at 204. It is detected at 204 because of this instruction called as origin, because of this instruction called as origin. Now one more we have the advanced instruction, that is UQU, you know it very well. It defines the symbol to represent the address. Then L2ORG, what does it performs? It permits the programmer to specify where the literals should be placed, should be placed, and by default the assembler places it after the end of the statement. And here you can observe here in this same program, after the end of the statement. Now here LTORG is here, what we have seen. So far whatever the program of the assembly program is here, for this the program is beginning at the 200, and here we find as the literal as 5 and another literal as 1 for the register called as CREG, for the C category of the register. Assume that here there are some set of instructions. After a certain set of instructions, when this category of the instructions are finished, and now here the LTORG is used to get them to allocate the address for the immediate addressing nodes at these registers, who are the literals of 5 and 1. So they are declared here, and they are declared at the location called as 211, memory location 211 and 212. Why so 211? Why? Because after certain instruction, the certain instructions, it's when its program uh, is being, I mean when it has to be declared, and here the next instruction we can declare them using the LTORG. So using LTORG we can declare the literals. So that's what here the literals are being declared, and here it is 10, so therefore here it is 11 and 2 12. So this is how the memory is allocated for I mean the location counter processes for these instructions. And again here dash dash indicates there are certain instructions, certain lines of the assembly instructions. And again here again one more immediate addressing mode for this register 1 and is found, and this one, which is a repeated one, and of course it is found here, time being 1 is what, once ARG anyhow it is 1, and 1 is found at ARG, and this 1 is declared by here at the end of the statement. If one thing you should understand, if LTORG is not taking, if LTORG is not used in the program, so they would be wherever the immediate addressing mode type of the values are there, they would be declared at the end of the statement, that is 219. Therefore here it is declared at 219. So with this instruction, by default the assembler it places after the end of the statement where the literals should be placed. Now if the programmer is not allocating where the literals should be placed, that means The assembler will defaultly it will place after the end of the statement. So that's what here you can see in this example, where here this immediate literal is used here. This literal is used here. So this literal is using LTORJ programmer has not declared that here in any middle of the statement here. That's what by defaultly the assembler has detected that it to be found at the end of the statement, that is hash 1 here, and has declared its next and has not declared and has been kept the location counter with its next incremental value, that is 219. It is 219. For end, it is not compulsory. For this start and end, there is no location counter being processed for start and end. If you see here for start also, there is no location counter is not yet be started. And that's what here also there is no location counter be allocated as the memory allocation. Now I hope you have got here all of the instructions, and we have seen the advanced instruction like LTORG and origin. LTORG and origin. Then one more we would like to see here, DS. DS is nothing but the data storage, and this data storage helps the supports for identifiers in the program, in the assembly program. Now the identifiers here are found to be as A and B. This A is pushed down to the symbol table again with its identification as 1, and A is again found here, but it cannot be pushed down to the symbol table because it will check that when already A is there in the symbol table with its identification as 1, so it will not push again this A to the symbol table. Next, B is found to be as a new identifier, and it will be pushed into the symbol table. It will be pushed into the symbol table as the identification number 2, as the identification number as 2. So A, B are the and AB are the two symbols. Now if you see here loop, next, last, and also the back, these are of course the label, and they are also treated to be as the symbol, and they will be pushed onto the symbol table with their own identification. With their own identification. So here, so now let us solve the object program. Now how to solve this object program? How do you get this object file or object program? Now the program will start at 200 is the beginning location of the address allocated for the program to start, and this instruction would be started at the location called as 200, location called as 200. Now one more thing I want to tell. Now let us solve the processing of the object program. So here the program is started at the 200 location. The location counter also processes location counter processes, and here the object program, how does it look like? MOVR is the category of code. MOVR code is 4, and AREG category is 1, and 5 is kept as blank here because 5 is treated to be the forward reference. Next, MOVM is 5, opcode is 5, and operand 1 AREG is 1, and A is also a forward reference. I hope meanwhile if you write it, it would be more better as I am solving. Now next instruction is the loop instruction, and the location counter is incremented here at 202. Location counter is incremented at 202 with this label, and for this instruction, MOVR instruction, as we know that MOVR instruction opcode value is 4, and AREG is the category 1, and as A was pushed onto the symbol table, again A is also there pushed onto the, it will not be pushed anyhow, it will typically identification value later, but right now here it is placed at the dash right now here because A is treated to be the forward reference. Then next move R, again the code is 05, again the code is 05, sorry here it should be not 05, it should be 4 only because move R instruction value is 4, and category of C, B is AREG, A is the register, BREG means B register, CREG means C register, where the category code is 3, where the category code is 3, and B is pushed onto the symbol table, placed in the symbol table. Time being it will be blank here because B is treated to be as the forward reference. It will not come to know what is the address of B. Later as it go to the line end of the statement, that time it will come to know at the declaration segment. Next is add. Next is add. This instruction code is 01, and here the value is location counter processing is incremented by 1, and is incremented by 1, and CREG is the category 3, and here the literal value is found. So this also it keeps blank only time being. So this literal value 1 will be pushed onto the literal table. 1 will be pushed onto here. So you can see 1 will be pushed onto the, I think this is a different example. 1 will be pushed onto the symbol table. Yeah, same. I have here, and this is pushed onto the literal table. So yeah, 5 and 1 are pushed onto the literal table. This 5 was pushed onto the literal table, and this 1 is pushed onto the literal table. Now here we have the certain set of instructions, and the location counter, how it would be at 210. The location counter, how it would be at 210. So the location counter, it will be at 210 because here we have some certain 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. Some lines of instructions are there. So the next location counter for this line, it is at 210, and the instruction for the BC code is 7, and BC code is 7, and any is also an operand one, and its code is 6. And next is a label. Of course it is a label, but it is used as the operand, and it will be pushed into the symbol table, next, as loop was pushed with the address location 202, and next is also pushed with the address location 214. See here, next is also pushed into the symbol table. Next is found to be at 214, but time being here it is as the forward reference. Time being here it is as the forward reference, so it will be here dash. It will be here dash. Next instruction is LTORG. So time being here it will be dash. Wherever the dash are there in the second pass, those will be fulfilled. Or when I come to the end of the line, end of the statements, that time it will be fulfilled. All the informations will be cleared with all the answers. Now the next instruction is found to be as LTORG, and this LTORG is an instruction which is used by the programmer to declare whatever the so far literals are found. Let us declare them. The so far literals which are found are declared at the address location as the location counter processes for those literals 211, which was the 5, and 212, which was the literal 1. For this also the object code will be generated, because these are treated as the operand 1, and operand 2 is 0, and there is no instruction for them. Whenever LTORG is found, the instruction code for LTORG is 0, is 0, because LTORG is used for literals. Because LTORG is used for literals. So that is what, whenever literals, LT means literal origins. So its value is 0. Its value is 0. LTORG value is 0 for this line. For this is the operand 1 and operand. This is the operand 1 and this is the operand 2. So operand 1, we don't have any operand, therefore it is 0. And operand 2, it's a value called as 5. So 005 is the value. And again this 1 is nothing but the literal value, and with its there is no instruction, as the instruction is LTORG only, therefore it is 00, and no operand, first operand, and the second operand is 001 for the same value. And what is its value? Value is 1. Now again here we have one line of instruction which is kept as dot, so that would be the 13th location, and at the 14th location we have the label next. That's what it is found to as 14th location. Label, and it's a symbol which is found at the location called as 214. So now 214 is fulfilled. Once the next symbol is fulfilled here, so here also automatically this also uh, fulfills 214. Okay, the next loop is the instruction. Next is the label. With at this label we have an instruction called as subtraction. It is doing, and it is doing with the register, and operand, sorry, literal value is found. Now these are the fresh literal value because certain two literals values are sorted out here, and again another literal value is found here. So this will be pushed onto the literal table. So it is pushed onto the literal table. So at the value called as, this is the third literal, that's what it is, number 3. Third literal, that's what it is, number 3. But the pool where it is started at, but the pool, it is the second pool or the second literal is started at the number 3. Therefore it is hash 3. Therefore it is hash 3. The second pool is started at the hash 3. The first pool is started at, first pool is what, here in the pool table, first pool is 5 and 1. First pool is started at the content called as 1, hash 1. First pool is started at the content hash 1, and the second pool is started at the content at 3, hash 3. So that this is what. Therefore here, as round, the next round of the literals values are started here. But if you look at here, nowhere as LTORG, for this literal is declared by the programmer. Therefore, assembler will take its own step for declaring this literal, but at the end of the line, because it waits for the programmer to be declared. Once when the programmer has not declared by literal origin, therefore the the assembler will permit or will start on its own at the end of the line. That is secondary matter. I'll go back for this in the next, after this line. Now, the next instruction, therefore time being here, it will keep blank, hash 1. Of course, it is found at 290, but it is a forward reference because still so far the programmer for the second literal has not declared. But the second literal which is started at the pool as the third, because in the first literal we have already the two literal value. Therefore, two literal values have covered in place 1 and place 2. And therefore, for the second literal, it is found at the place 3. It is found at the place 3. Therefore, it is having hash 3. Hash 3. Time being, it will be blank here. As we know that add is having the value called as 01. Therefore, sub is having 02. Therefore, sub is having 02. And ARUG is the category 1. And now time being, it will be blank. Now BC is the next branch on conditional code on less than. The label back is used here as the second operand, and LTORG is having the code as 1. Sorry, not ORG, less than. LT is a less than. GT is a greater than. Here any was used. Branch on conditional code on less than or greater than, anything it was branching, so it was taken as 6 here code. So here LT is taking the code opcode value as 1, and back is a label. Of course it's a label, and which is used to be as the second operand. And the back it is found to be at the of course it pushes it to the symbol table. But this back is used with the loop. Therefore, it is found with the address called as 202. It is found with the address called as 202. Next is we have a label called as last. Just look into the symbol table. Now loop is found, next is found, sorry, loop was found, next was found, back was found. Now again the symbol called as last is there. For this last, its next location counter processing, because here we have an instruction as the stop. We have an instruction as the stop. So it's found to be at the location counter as 260, and of course for start stop we have the category of the operation code as 0. You have the operation code as 0. First operand is not here, and the second operand is also not here, therefore it is 0 0. Now here the origin, with the help of the origin, the loop is called here, the loop is called here, and with the help of the origin, for next remaining instructions, we can um, we can declare. For next remaining instructions we can come to know. So the origin is found here, and loop plus 2 with the increment for whatever the instruction is after the origin, that applies to this, mult is such instruction having the category 3, and crg is having the category 3. Opcode value is 03 of the mult, and category of this register code is 3, and it is found to be at, and B is found to be at 218. That again it's a forward reference. Time being it will be dash. Now plus 2 it is showing here, plus 2, where this is influenced, this instruction is influenced by the loop label because of this instruction origin. So it will begin at this location. The mult is the instruction which will begin at this location, whatever the addresses it places. So plus a loop is found to be at 02. So plus 2 indicates at 04. At again 04. Already at 04, 204, add instruction has been performed. Add instruction has been performed. And again at 04, another in a 204, another in multi instruction is being performed. Another multi instruction is being performed. Time being, the value of B will be as a forward reference, and it will be pushed into the symbol table. Time being, it will be blank because B is found somewhere here at the declared. Again here origin with the instruction called as last, and here so far last instruction which was found at 260. Origin, again the origin is called back to find the location for the rest of the lines which are coming over here. With the help of the label that is last is found to be at 260 here. Last is found to be at 260. Last plus 1, so the remaining instruction for this line of instruction will be found at 217. Will be found at 217. Now here we don't have any further instruction, but at this location what is the next instructions? The declaration part, the data segmentation part is happening. So at this location, what is being processed at 270, declaration part is happening. A is declared, B is also declared, where back is nothing but n. Using the advanced assembler directive, back is equalized to loop. Loop is found to be at 202. Therefore, wherever back is there, the address of loop will be used. Therefore, here 202 was used at this condition. Therefore, the address 202 was used. Now, in the second pass, all of these will be checked. Once the forward reference rectifies, we'll come to know what is the values, or sorry, what is the address location of identifiers. What is the address location of identifiers? Once it has come to know, so wherever we have kept, a dash, it fulfills them. It fulfills them. Now A will be found at 217, 217. B will be found at. So with this complete information, with the complete information of the data structure, now it is synthesizing. With the complete information of the data structures of the opcode value and the symbol table. By the help of the symbol table and by the help of the, now whatever the information is available in this, by the help of the symbol table and the literal table, by the help of the symbol table and literal table, the uh, the synthesis of the program will start. The synthesis of the program will start now. Means it completes the object program. Now here A, now this I have kept at dash only. 211 was kept at dash, but 211 was found here as it was the using the LT, location, literal origin. The literal origin started at 211 here and 216 here. Sorry, 211 and 212 for 1 and 5. For 1 and 5. Because of the to declare the literal values, to declare the literal values itself, uh, the programmer has used the LTORG to declare, sorry, not to declare, to process the location counter for where they have been spaced at, to process them. So at 211 and 212 using the LTORG it is found. So using the literal table, now it has come to know the, 5 is found at 211 and A is found at 217. See here, A is found at 217, is found at 217. Even if this origin was not used, even this origin was not used, it would have taken for this declaration, it would have taken for this declaration as at as at 217, as at 217, because the last instruction which was stopped here for this instruction, last the location counter was 216. The location counter was 216, and the next instruction should supposed to be started at 217, the declaring part, data storage part for A, data storage for B, and they are declared by 1 1. Their values are 1 1. Now, if you observe, all are solved, but this immediate addressing mode of um, literal value, which was a second pole, which was a second pull is started here at the end of the line by the assembler. Okay. So here B is found at 280. B is found at 280. And if you see here, this is the first immediate, sorry, this is the first literal value, and it is found at, sorry, it is a second literal value. So here, this is the first literal value 211, and this is the second literal value 212. Therefore, here it is resolved by 212. And next, I have kept here blank for 214 for next. Next was pushed onto the symbol table. Time being, it was pushed onto the symbol table and it was dash, and next is used here. So with the help of this instruction, next has got the location counter at 214. So therefore 214 is resolved here. 214 is resolved. Now what again? Next I have kept blank. I have kept here blank in the first pass. Now during synthesizes period, these all are resolved. So here hash 1, this again hash 1, which is nothing but an literal value, but it is a third literal value. The first literal value is 5, second literal value is 1, and the third literal value is again 1. But 5 and 1 were, why 5 and 1 were started at the origin using the literal origin. They have fulfilled, but this one was not fulfilled. It was not getting in still address location. So this is not even declared by the programmer also, but when it is not declared by the programmer also, when it is not solved by the programmer also, automatically assembler defaultly it will solve at the end of the last statement of the program. So it is found at 219. Therefore, it is found at 219. Now here back also was kept as blank. But if you observe during the declaration time, back is equalized to loop wherever. Now loop was already having a location counted as processed value for loop, which was pushed onto the symbol table, and wherever loop is used, it is equalized to back. Therefore, it will take the same location counter value, same processed value, because it is by assembler directive it is declared here. By assembler directive it is declared here as. So therefore, now here which was kept as blank, so it uses the 202. It uses the same 202. Now again, who was kept blank? Okay, all are fulfilled. 213. This was solved at that time only, first pass only, because mult is 3 and category of registers C is 3. B is at 218. B is at 218. How B is at 218? How B is at 218? Here, B is declared with the processing value. It is supposed to be at 218. Therefore, it is 218. Now for this also we need to declare, we need to generate the object code. Now anyhow it is at the last 219. And as we know that it is a part of LTORG, automatically it takes 00, and there is no first operand, so it is 0, and it itself is a second operand with a value as 1, so therefore it is 001. With this it completes the complete object module. And with this, it is also called as object program. Now this object program will go for linking. Also, it will go for loading into the memory. By different loaders, it loads into the memory. Why linking means there can be the multiple subprograms, multiple subprocedures of the same program, and it has to be linked with some library functions. So that's what linking happens. And linking, during the time of linking, the relocatable addresses will be specified, will be allocated. Whatever this whatever these translated addresses are there, this location counter processed, this will again be changed, and that time it will be called as relocatable. That time it will be called as relocatable addresses. And these relocatable addresses can be the same address, and by linking they can also be changed. Instead of 200, it can also start at 500. It can also start at 500, and accordingly 501, 502, 503. And the same example I have taken during the time when I was teaching you linking. Yes, have you understood? Are you there? Yes. Onkar, Aishwarya, Onkar, Aishwarya, Pranali, Pooja, Monali. Roll number 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Why today very less strength? Yes, Dipti, Anisha. Today somebody was asking the notes on assembler. No, sorry, macros. Okay, I will post you the notes, handwritten notes on macros. Anything else? Any doubt? So with this, we'll come to know how the pass one and pass two happens. Okay, we have come to know. I have told. Now let us look into the algorithm of the first pass. Okay. These are the two different versions, variant 1 and variant 2. Okay, in variant 1, how the workspace will be more and how does it uses the less amount of requirement. If you compare the variant 1 and variant 2, so we have the same program, just only the comparison in generating the object code. In generating the object code. This is what pass 1 it looks like. Okay. And in pass 2 completely, in pass 1 it will write like what type of instruction it is. It is a assembler directive, and it is a category of 01. It describes them with complete information. After description also, it can pick only the code like 01 and 200. It will pick like that. Now read. Now read is a imperative statement. So it is having a code of 09. It is having a code of 09. And here first operand is not there. Second operand is A. Okay, second operand is A. And it will be as a forward reference. It will be as a forward reference. But that is not a question here. How the different versions of the now this type, when we declare, when we describe the with when we describe the instruction with the type, what type they are, So how in different assembler versions they look like, how they can be replaced by their different processing forms. So those are okay. As actually I have just now explained you code directly the object code I have explained you, but I should have told again what type it is. Start is a assembler directive AD, and 200 is a value for starting this program. Now mover is a imperative statement. Mover is a imperative statement and its value is 4, like that. Its value is 4. And AREG what? AREG is also AREG is nothing but a imperative statement. Imperative, see here it is declared here. Imperative statement and it is 1. It is value is 1. But we should not give the type of the informations for operand 1 and operand 2. Only for instructions we need to give the type of the operation, type of the informations. Now you see these are the informations only for the instructions, only for the instructions, and not for operand 1, not for operand 2. Directly the code, opcode, their opcode. See, ARG is category 1 and A is a symbol, it is a first symbol pushed onto the symbol table, therefore its value is 0 1. Now sub is a second, as add is having 1 0 1 and sub is having 0 2 opcode value, and sub is a imperative statement is and its value is 0 2, and the operand 1 is the operand 2. Operand 1 ARG 1, its value is 1, and for hash 1 is nothing but a literal value. L is a literal value. L is a literal value, and it is a first literal value which is pushed onto the literal table 0 1. So with this only we just pick their code during the time of object code. With this only we pick. Now how does we form a object code here? We write here only 0 1. Why? For start. Assume for start 0 1 comma 200 means object code. Now next line, how 0 9 0 9 comma 0 1. 0 9 is for read, 0 1 is for A. 0 9 is for read, 0 1 is for A. But again, what is the 0 1? 0 1 is nothing but it is a first symbol in the symbol table, but we need not write that value here 1. It just simply shows for the operand to the informations. It will be dash only in the first pass. Okay, like this, so on. We only pick the code, so that forms the object table. Sorry, that forms the object program. Observe both the program. When we observe both the program, the work area in the first variant, the work area in the first area, the in the first program is during the past two is more. Here is I mean very less, and the past two is taking more time, because what we are doing, we are first pushing them into the symbol table, then later we are picking their object codes. So if pass 1 also does some work, and if pass 2 also does some work, there won't be more overhead for the pass 2 during the pass 2. Okay. So simultaneously, pass one also should try to resolve some of the codes during the work area only. So they both can take same time during pass one and pass two. So second program is such a kind of a program where it is taking equal amount of time in during the pass one and pass two. You observe this program, okay? Take this as homework, and you observe this both the program variant one. See the difference in version one and version two. Okay. With this, next class will start. Roll number one,
Present.
two, three, four,
For present, ma'am.
five,
Present, ma'am.
six,
Present.
seven,
Present, madam.
eight, nine,
Nine present, ma'am.
10.
Ma'am, it is present.
Oh,
10 present, ma'am.
okay. 11,
Present, ma'am.
12,
Present, ma'am.
13,
Present, ma'am.
14, 15,
Present, ma'am.
16, 17, 18, 19,
Present, ma'am.
20, 21,
Present.
22,
Present, ma'am.
23, 24,
Present.
25,
Present, ma'am.
26, 27,
Present, ma'am. 26.
27, 28,
28 present, ma'am. 28.
29,
Yes, ma'am.
30, 31, 32,
Present, ma'am.
33, 34,
34 present.
35, 36,
36 present, ma'am.
37,
Present, ma'am.
37,
Present, ma'am.
38,
Present, ma'am.
39, 40, 41, 42, 43,
Present, ma'am. 43.
44, 45, 46, 47,
Yes, ma'am.
48, 49, 50,
Present, ma'am.
51, 52, 53, 54,
54 present.
55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60,
Ma'am.
61, okay, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65,
Present.
66, 67, 68, 69,
Present.
70, 71, sorry, 70. Okay, 2, 14, 16. Many are absent, half of the strength. Should I have to read? 2, 14, 16, 17, 18, 23, 30, 31, 33, 35, 39, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, sorry, 48, 49, 47 is present. 49, 51, 52, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 61, 62, 63, 64, 66. These are the absentees.
59, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, today you post me your screenshots of your lab test. So far you have not forwarded uh, any post into the link. So you have to do that. So please forward your paper of lab. In next class you show me the execution part of your screen, computer screen. Any doubt? Somebody was asking me the handwritten notes on a seminar. So by today evening I will upload and then I will just forward in the group. Is that okay? Unkar, any doubt?
जी नहीं, मैं कर लूंगा अभी प्रोग्राम मेरे पास है, कर लूंगा मैं वो। सिर्फ स्क्रीनशॉट आउटपुट के साथ स्क्रीनशॉट करेंगे तो चलेगा ना, पीडीएफ करके?
हाँ हाँ
ठीक है,
ठीक
कर लेंगे।
okay. And you should forward in that link. I have opened it by today evening.
Okay, fine, comfortable, I will do it. I'm comfortable with this, I will do it. Thank you.
No, here is the link which I have given.
I know, I have
Please.
noted the link. I know, I have noted the link. I'm comfortable with this. I will post it on to.
Remaining students, note this link. All of you. And still some of the students have not done for last chapter. Only 12 students have to do still for last chapter MCQ. So please, I request them also to complete that on MCQs on loaders. Some 12 students have not done because I have seen the strength only answered by 58 students. Still remaining 12 students have to do. Okay. Thank you all. If you have any doubt, you please ask me now. No doubts?
Ma'am,
Yes.
58, ma'am.
58.
Hmm.
Okay. L mark.